Raiders, new information is coming from Embark regarding Season 4, and we are going to talk mostly about trials today, how they are changing, and what the new rewards look like. As Season 3 closes on April 28th, we will be getting the torque set as the final reward for trials, which was teased previously. Here are the requirements for the different variants. Rookie 2 unlocks the torque set orange color. Tryhard unlocks the jacket outfit variant. Tryhard the third unlocks the headgear outfit variant. Wildcard 2 unlocks the shoulder pad outfit variant. Daredevil Eye unlocks the torque set yellow and gray color. And Hotshot unlocks the torque set red color. And before we get into what is changing, it is worth acknowledging that the trial system up until now has been a little broken. Some of the challenges were simply not that fun, and I want to give you 3 specific examples of exactly what I mean because I think a lot of you will relate to all of them. The first one is the lightning trial. The objective sounds simple enough. Get hit by lightning during an electromagnetic storm. In practice, what this actually means is loading into a storm, stocking up on enough heals to survive, heading out into the open, and then just waiting, standing there, on a completely random timer, hoping that the next bolt comes down close enough to hit you before the storm moves on or the raid ends. There is no skill involved. There is no strategy. It is just you, the open field, and the mercy of RNG. And if the storm decides to strike somewhere else entirely, you load back in and do it all over again. Genuinely one of the most tedious experiences I have had in this game. The second example is the mine disarming trial, and this one is arguably worse. This trial operated on a first-come, first-served basis. The moment the first raider on the server disarmed the mines in a given area, the objective was fulfilled, and no other raider could complete it in that same raid. Now combine that with the possibility of a late spawn, a bad spawn location on the other side of the map, or simply loading in a few seconds after another player who happened to spawn closer. You never even had a chance. The trial was already done before you could reach it. The third example is something that affects solo raiders specifically, and it is the most unfair of all 3. When playing in a duo or trio, trial points are shared equally across the entire group. This sounds reasonable on the surface until you think about what it actually means in practice. One raider can be on the north side of the map completing an objective, while their teammate completes the exact same objective on the south side of the map at the same time. Both points get counted. Both players receive the full benefit. Meanwhile, a solo raider has to complete every single objective alone, one at a time with no one to split the map with and no shared progress to fall back on. The result is that a duo or trio can progress through trials at nearly double or triple the rate of a solo player simply by being in a group. That is not a skill advantage, that is a structural one. And for raiders who either prefer to play alone or simply do not have a regular group to play with, the trials leaderboard has never truly been a level playing field. These 3 examples paint a clear picture of why the old trial system felt so frustrating. It was not about skill, preparation, or effort. It was about timing, luck, spawn location, and whether you happened to have friends online. The trials were all over the place, and Embark knows it. So for Season 4, they are switching things up, focusing on giving all raiders a fair chance to get stuck in and grind a variety of new and more enjoyable objectives. First, trials are starting earlier. Season 4 kicks off on April 29th, just one day after the Riven Tides update launches. Previously, trials were unavailable during the expedition window, which meant players were locked out during an already busy period. That changes now, and trials will begin as soon as we start exploring the new coastal map. Second, major map conditions will no longer award double points. Previously, loading into a major map condition such as a night raid or electromagnetic storm would reward you with 2 times the points for completing trials objectives. So for example, dealing 15,000 damage to bastions on a major map condition would net you 30,000 trial points. That bonus is now gone, and all map conditions are treated equally. Third, and directly connected to that, trials will no longer be tied to specific map conditions entirely. Challenges like getting hit by lightning or disarming mines locked certain players out based purely on timing, time zones, and availability. Embark wants to move towards a system where everyone is equal on the Rust Belt, and where your playtime and playstyle are respected regardless of when or how you play. Now for the new Trials challenges, and this is where it gets interesting. Embark has heard the feedback that the old rotation of deal damage to Hornets, Wasps, Fireflies, Queens, and Matriarchs was getting repetitive and eventually just boring. For Season 4, they are promising something different. New objectives using specific gadgets and grenades to score points, melee combat challenges, and searching unique containers. We do not have the full details yet, but it already sounds more varied than what we had before. And speaking of new challenge ideas, I have a few of my own that I would love to see make it into the rotation. Imagine a trial that rewards you specifically for dealing a certain amount of damage to flying arcs using a legendary weapon. That immediately encourages players to bring real gear into the raid, engage with some of the most challenging enemies in the game, and actually use those legendary blueprints they worked so hard to find. Another idea would be points rewarded for using the snap hook a certain number of times during a raid, rewarding vertical movement, positioning, and creative gameplay rather than just raw damage numbers. These are the kinds of challenges that would actually teach players how to use the tools the game gives them, while making trials feel like a genuine test of skill rather than a checklist of repetitive tasks. Embark has also acknowledged that playing trials in duos or trios gave a significant advantage over solo raiders, creating an uneven playing field for those without a group to play with. They are still reviewing how to address this long term, and while no specific fix has been announced yet for Season 4, the fact that they are openly acknowledging it is a step in the right direction. Hopefully, the structural advantage of shared points across a group is something they look at specifically because, as I just described, that alone is one of the biggest sources of inequality in the entire system. And finally, the Season 4 reward. The new Trials skin is the Recon outfit, and it is a pretty cool one. A little cap with headphones, a paintball-style face shield, and a camo outfit. It will have different modifications and toggles as you progress through the ranks, just like every other outfit we are used to. Reaching Tryhard unlocks the base outfit, with new toggles available as you climb further. Hotshot and Cantina Legend ranks will reward alternate color versions of the Recon set, and raiders who make it to Daredevil rank will unlock the River Dance emote. Embark also specifically mentions the life vest the skin is wearing, saying it might come in handy for your seaside adventures. And remember, no running by the pool. Could this be a hint towards the ability to swim in a future update? I have no idea, and I am not getting into that conspiracy, at least not today. So Raiders, are you happy with the changes Embark is making to Trials for Season 4? Let me know in the comments. Every single response gets read. If you stayed with me until now, please consider liking and subscribing. It truly helps grow this channel. See you topside Raiders. John Raider, out.